What is up, guys? We got the reveal of Fury's horse Rampage in a cool gaming music video with a very crooked fitting cover of Horse with No Name, covered by Michelle Branch. It's kind of weird because we know that the horse's name is Rampage, but anyways, it is nonetheless a nice touch. This song was originally done by the band America way back in the day. The song was made in '71, and I do personally prefer the original. Moving on to location. Considering how many times Fury has been here, I believe it's safe to say that this area is the Farfields, a place you see in the Darksiders comic Death's Door, issue 2. Shortly after being recruited by the Charred Council, the horsemen are brought here to tame their steed for the first time, and they also meet the custodian of the Farfields, the Horsemaster. He explains the phantom horses as ancient creatures. The blood of creation flows through their veins. The winds of eternity blow through their manes. They will not yield to steel or whip, to gun or blade, only to your will. And that is where I believe that this trailer is taking place. It also seems like we may get to see some sort of relationship between Fury and Rampage. We didn't really get to see this too much in the earlier games, although there was that nice little scene with War and Ruin. But hopefully in Darksiders 3 they add this dynamic to the horse, making it its own character instead of the horse just being a means of travel. Okay, let's move on to Rampage's design. At first it really didn't catch my eye, maybe because it didn't have the death aura I'm used to, but after pausing it and watching the trailer a few times, the design really peeked out to me. I think the color of the hair threw me off. I expected Rampage to have a magenta tint like Fury's hair, but the turquoise color they use contrasts very nicely with the black, which Fury in Darksiders is Darksiders' version of the biblical horseman Famine who rides the black horse. Also note that like Ruin and Despair, Rampage has a striking similar look to its rider, with markings around its eyes flaring out in a particular fashion. This cosmetic process happens when the riders tame these phantom horses and name them. The horses turn from a generic hazy brown form into what I can assume whatever the horseman wills it to look like. I like how they make it look like a cross between eyeliner and war paint. Perhaps with Fury's multiple hollow forms, we will get to see our horse with different hair colors this time around, maybe even new abilities. Okay guys, just to close the video off with final thoughts, I did think the reveal was good just a few days before the game's release. I liked the location of the lore they showed. I liked the music choice. I did feel this trailer. I felt like, I just felt really good. Like, oh, look, it shows Fury in a different side, a little chummy side. Like I can kind of sit down and have a conversation with her instead of her wanting to rip my guts out all the time. Because usually we've seen in most of the promotions that she's kind of sadistic, really bloodthirsty. She's always trying to prove herself, a little arrogant, but overall just mostly badass. But it was really cool to see in this trailer, like, oh, another side, and that horse dynamic with the relationship, how that's gonna go. Because from the information that I have about Rampage, I don't want to get off on too much info, but apparently this horse, something big happens to this horse. But anyways guys, I'm gonna close it out on that. I'm Machine Gun Mike. Peace.